Hello everybody and welcome to episode 14 of Agrarian Skies. This is Woolrig and I am growing watermelon for various reasons. Because they're good to eat. I also built a platform over here, but I kind of screwed up. If you'll notice, the grass is slightly different colored because this is a swampland biome, which is unfortunate because while things spawn in here, I got a chicken and then some cats spawned and killed my chicken. So, yeah, I need to find another way. Well, I need to move that. I'll do that later. But I need to find another way to improve or get, I should say, get feathers and get leather, because those two things I really need right now. And I think we started on the path of blood magic last episode, so I think that is where I am going to turn for this time. First off, I killed some zombies, so I will get that reward. If we look at the You're a Wizard Steve and follow the blood magic, that's this chain of items here down into this area. Not really sure what that one is. Oh, flasks of something. Anyway, divination sigil is the next thing I need, and that, fortunately, is pretty easy to make. What I do is toss a piece of stone into the blood altar. I've got quite a bit of life essence in there right now, or at least should have enough. I do. And now I can make a divination sigil, and this is going to be a handy little piece of equipment. If we just run back over here real quick. This is going to come in handy because this is going to allow me to actually see into the blood altar and also my soul network. So if I put that like that, put these in here, I need a couple more pieces of glass, which I just happen to be making some. And now we have a divination sigil. Like everything in blood magic, once you have it, you need to right-click it, and that will bind it to yourself. So we see the current owner is me. And when I right-click it, you'll see I have 2000 LP in my soul network. It's not going up now, so it's not changing. Quick point of note, I wanted to show you that I did get some blaze rods. I don't think I got a lot of them. Yeah, not a lot, just a few. I killed about, I think, 18 blazes and I got like 3 blaze rods. So I used one of them to make this brewing stand and brew up some health potions, which I've been using to aid in my life essence. So the health potions, that is the main reason I've grown the watermelon, because health potion level 1 needs glistening melon, which is just like that. Anyway, now that I have a divination sigil, I can actually see into the blood altar by right-clicking on it. It tells me it's a tier 1. It has a total capacity of 10,000 LP, and it has a current capacity, or a current storage amount of 2,400 LP. So that is very beneficial. And what I need to do now is actually make a handful of these these blank slates. I need to make a few of them, not a huge number, but a few of them. Power or lengthening? I think I want power catalyst. I don't know. Blood alchemy. Excellent. That is where I was hoping to get to, was the alchemy set, because with the alchemy set I'm going to be able to do some cool stuff. So let's go ahead and I think I can make that. There is a... wherever it is, I always have to look very closely at the list of things, because it likes to hide itself. doesn't jump out at you like it should. Ah, there it is. Okay, so a couple pieces of obsidian, a brewing stand, which I already have, and I think I have all of those things. But first, let's do that, and a greater reward bag gives me some monster jerky. Not super beneficial as far as I can tell, but I don't know. I'm sure it'll come in handy. So throw that in there, throw this stuff away. Well, not away, but just throw it in there for now. We'll also notice that as I hold shift, if I hover over things, some of these things get little pop-ups above them. That is because I've been playing the scan all the items game with Thaumcraft. So that's just telling me what materials are in those items. Anyway, I am going to make an alchemy set. Blood magic. There it is. I think. Perfect. I have those, I have that, and I have this. And now I have an alchemy set. And the alchemy set looks pretty simple. Looks something like this. So it has several things. It has several input areas. And one of the nice things I can get out of this is if I take some rotten flesh, and you see the bottom corner here, it kind of looks like an orb because that's where you put your orb. The orb is what powers this, and when I put these in here, I think... I think I'm missing something in this. There's a way to make leather. Oh, I need a bucket of water and some flint. Okay. Oops. Bucket. And flint is over here. I'm going to grab a tank real quick. Sorry for all the runaround, but it's totally worth it, I swear. And that one... Okay. And like this, I should get... There we go. So now we get the particle effects. Things are happening, and after a while, 3 pieces of leather. Just like that. And I'm not sure, since this is my first piece of leather, I do not have the required knowledge. Fine. I need more knowledge. And what you'll notice now is that this alchemy set used some of my LP out of my soul network. So now you'll see that I had 2,000 before, I have 1,800 now. So that is something to keep track of, because if I run out of LP in my soul network and try to perform this, it will actually start to take my health away from me, which is not ideal. There we go. Oop. And now I have 6 leather. That is a good thing, because this allows me to, let's see, I was going to make, I was trying to make the jetpack, if I remember correctly. I needed a leather strap. Aha. Excellent. What else was I missing? Missing one of these guys, which needs sulfur. I don't have any sulfur? How do I not have any sulfur? That just seems strange to me. Okay, I don't have any sulfur. Fair enough. I can grind down coal to get sulfur. Or, there we go, pulverized coal and sulfur. Excellent. Alright. That goes there. We'll get back to blood magic here very, very shortly. Copper ingot. I don't have any copper ingots. Just when you think you have everything you need, you realize you don't have any of it. Alright, there's that. There's this. And one unpowered jetpack. Cool. So the jetpack goes in the chest slot and looks something like that. But as you can see, the energy is depleted. So in order to charge this now, I need to build something to charge it with. Let's see what... what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of... there is a device that I'm thinking of, but I forget the name of. Let's look into thermal expansion here, and I believe it has... I thought there was some kind of energy transfer... energetic infuser. Ooh. Everybody say it with me now. Ooh, pretty. Alright, and that needs 3 redstone reception coils. 1, 2, 3. Is that right? How come those look like they were different colors? Because they are. Those are different. And a leadstone energy cell. I love having just, like, everything. Alright, so now this is going to draw quite a bit of power right out of the gate. So I think... where do I want to put it? I think I'll actually put it over here. This has kind of become my de facto just throw stuff wherever. So I'm going to steal a bunch of power from the rest of my system for right now. This guy's charging up. As you can see, it holds quite a bit of power. And if I drop the jetpack in, it charges up very quickly. And now... Oh, wait a second. There is a control button that I'm missing. Let me look at my controls. There's a jetpack control. C, on and off, apostrophe. Alright, so this switches modes. So there's hover mode. There's hover mode disabled, and then the apostrophe. This guy should turn it on. Aha! Yay! And as you can see, it drains power very rapidly. So the hover mode allows me to walk off of things, and instead of just falling, it actually kind of lets me slowly descend in a safe manner. But as you can see, this is a leadstone jetpack. It does not... Ooh, what is that? It doesn't really work for a long period of time. That does not look right at all. Holy cow. Blood. I have blood in my system. Alright. So, slight deviation from everything I've been doing. I need to get some blood out of there. So I need a seared, I need a drain. Looks something like... What am I doing? Scorched bricks. Can I use scorched bricks? I think I can use this on... for high oven or deep tank. Alright, so I can't use it there. Need to make some grout. Yeah, about like that. Alright, let me make this up real quick. Alright, so I have a drain on the side now. And in case you're wondering what's going on here, so first off, there's a bit of a graphical glitch. So, yeah, it just happens. Because this thing is very full. As you can see, there's a lot of molten iron in there, as well as gold. But what's happened is that this little bit of blood has shown up, and so what that means is that basically, chances are a mob spawned in there and died, and that has left me with a tiny bit of blood in the system, which I should be able to just pour out into a tank like so. And the rest of this, oh yeah, there we go. That will process down now through the rest of this, filling out these blocks. That'll go as quick as it can. But chances are that I got a bit of a backlog here, as you can see, because those ores were not getting processed. So they've kind of backed up and will be going out in their own timely fashion. So it's just, that's something I'm going to have to kind of keep an eye on, it looks like, from time to time. I had torches. I have a torch on that side. I don't have one on that side. So I'm guessing... Ooh, not what I want. Kind of don't want to get too close to this stuff because I don't know if it's visually there, but really it shouldn't be. But I don't want to accidentally step into it because molten metals are extremely hot and they burn you very badly, very quickly. So as you can see, with all this jumping around that I've been doing, I am burning up this jetpack incredibly fast. Fortunately, it charges pretty quick. It also discharges pretty quick. But anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I made a jetpack. Cool. What else do we have? Was that like a quest or anything? I thought it was, maybe? Maybe not. Chances are... Steel-powered flight. No, I think it's in there, but... yeah. I need to make the turbine housing. And I'm not ready for that yet. We'll get to that. Don't worry, we'll get to it. Anyway, hey, look. Next step. Blood runes. Alright, let me go back to the altar over here. Hey, look, I can fly! Let's make sure hover mode is on so I don't fall rapidly to my death. I'm going to come over here and make some more of those blank slates. Probably have to use up some more of my precious health in the altar and get all of the necessary blood runes. Or not blood runes, the blank slate. So let me work on this for a bit and come right back. Okay, I think I've got enough of these slates now to make a few blood runes. And that is just about the right number. Except I think I had an extra one. Yeah, I had a rune of sacrifice. We'll see what why that's important here shortly. And I think I'm actually going to go ahead and take another one of those runes of sacrifice. What do I need? What is this, a level 2? I think that's tier 2. Or is that tier 3? That would be tier 3. So I need to make an apprentice blood orb, which is tier 2, and then I need to make a magician's blood orb, which requires a tier 3 altar. And what do I mean by tier 2 and tier 3? Well, that's where the runes come into play. So I've got 8 basic ones. I've got 3 of these sacrifice ones, and these are going to be handy. So what I need to do is actually move this altar. Now it has a little bit of blood left in it, and I could do a couple of different things, but I want to show you that this is actually a liquid, and I can pump it out. Now it pumps out very slowly, so this is not something that is going to be super beneficial, But for this type of stuff, it is somewhat beneficial. And what you'll notice is we didn't catch it fast enough. So what you'll notice is that the yeah, you see it goes out really slow. It's like 20 LP per second maybe, so it's really not very fast. And there's actually I pulled out a lot more than what was in there to begin with, and that's because there's an internal reservoir tank that stores life essence. So I'm going to go ahead and move this. I'm going to break it, and then I'm going to reposition, and I'm going to position it right, so it's going to center on here, and I'm actually going to lift it up one block space, and I'm going to put these guys there, and then I'm going to surround the rest of this like so. That should allow me, if I can run underneath there, I can come up and around. I'm going to want to extend this platform out as I build this altar. The center area doesn't need to have anything in it, but I need something to place the altar on, so I'll just put a simple piece of stone there. And this is now a tier 2 altar. Just like that. We see it says tier 2, and it still has the same 10,000 LP capacity. Because until I can start actually adding runes of augmented capacity or superior capacity, I cannot affect the capacity or the ability to store LP in this altar. But what this allows me to do now is I can craft what's called the Dagger of Sacrifice, and actually I can do it that way, or I can do it this way. So tier 2 altar with 3,000 LP. So now I need to sacrifice myself a few more times here and get back up to 3,000 LP. First off, I can come in here, and the LP that I pulled out into the tank earlier, I can put this back in, just like so. And if you remember, there was, I think, 1,400 millibuckets in there, and there's currently nothing showing up in there. And that's again because that internal tank has stored everything, and I can't see the internal tank, at least not with the sigil I have here. Actually, I don't think there's a sigil in this version that allows me to see that. There is in newer versions of Blood Magic. There is a sigil of, oh, I forget what it's called. There's a divination sigil, and there's like a sigil of sight, or a sigil of seeing, which allows me to see more details about the altar. But this version is an older version, obviously, and it does not have that particular one. Ah, there we go. So we see it starting to fill up. So it sat in the internal tank for a while, and now it's transferring some of that. I believe the internal tank stores 1,000 LP at all times. I could be wrong. Maybe it's 1,200. Anyway, I've got to get 3,000 LP into this altar, which is going to take some time. So let me work on that and come back when I have something to show for it. Alright, I am very near death and have 5,820 LP in the altar. So now I'm going to take a regular old iron sword, toss it in, and it's going to do some work. While it's doing its thing, I should probably make sure that I'm not accidentally allowing things to spawn where I don't want them. And I don't know if I can scan this. I do not have the requisite knowledge. Oh, hey, I got a reward bag, by the way. Swigs left flight. Oh, good, I got flight. I don't really need flight. Look at that. I have a Dagger of Sacrifice, What does this do? I will show you in a moment. So let's run away for a little bit and go do something else and wait for some mobs to spawn because I need mobs. The reason I built the altar over there is because those mobs will be spawning over there and I can do stuff to them. So I'm going to go ahead and put this sacrificial orb away for now because that's extremely dangerous for me to hold at this point in time. There's an Enderman down here. What do you think my likelihood... No, I'm not going to go after him. Not going to go after him. So my platform that I built down underneath is really pretty poor. Must be a bat. Yeah, so things spawn down there. I'm not proud of it. I'll get it fixed eventually. But hey, in the meantime, I can brag about I did get something to spawn. I have a sheep. He hasn't died yet. Oh, the cats apparently have left him alone. So I got some more cats spawning. These are just little ones apparently. But I have a sheep. Cool. Kind of spending my time waiting for mobs to spawn. Whoa! There was a really big tree over here a minute ago. Hey, there's a creeper. Cool. So what this dagger of sacrifice allows me to do is that as long as I'm within a sufficient amount of area to the blood altar, it should... I must be too far away. So I am too far away, which that is terribly unfortunate. I'm going to have to rebuild this whole area. That sucks. That sucks a lot. I thought I could be close enough. I think I need to be within 1 block. I thought I was going to be within 1 block. Maybe 2. I thought that was going to be close enough. I really did. So let me rework this. I've got some limestone. And fortunately, whoops, I have a jetpack now, so I can do cool stuff like this. Terrifying. Terrifying building prospects. And like so. And that's good enough. All that for a single space. So I can build underneath of myself now. How cool is that? Oh, man. Yeah. And a builder's wand. I can do cool stuff. Like, you know, place things down. So I have some work to do to build out this platform and give myself a better mob spawner slash life essence, because basically what the dagger allows me to do is that when I'm in range of the altar, and like I said, it's pretty close, you got to be pretty close to it, but I can one-hit kill mobs, and when I do that, essentially their life essence goes into the altar. So yeah, I have some work to do, and I will come back hopefully not too long. I know what I need to build, so let me get to it and come back when I have something amazing to show you. Okay, so let me kind of walk you through what I got going on here before I completely close this thing up and we don't see the inside of it for a while. So what this is a somewhat, mostly not too terribly overly complicated mob spawner. I don't know if this is the most efficient way to do it. It just is the way that I'm doing it. So down at the bottom I have these Mine Factory Reloaded conveyor belts. And if you're going to work with these, I highly advise you to make a pair of plastic boots. They are very simple to make and incredibly beneficial, because if I didn't have these boots on right now, this is what happens. I get stuck on the conveyor belts and they kind of send me wherever. Like I can get on here and try to negotiate the conveyor belts, but it's not good. The plastic boots allow me to walk on the conveyor belt without them affecting me. And as you can see, the conveyor belts just kind of move whatever lands on them. It moves them to, well, basically to that opening. So very simple setup. You see everything is moving in that direction. I've got a space here of 3 blocks. This is to allow Endermen to be processed through here. And same up here, I have 3 block spaces. So this is a very tall structure, mainly to allow Endermen to spawn. So the idea is that the mobs can spawn on these platforms, and they will, by their nature, just kind of wander around and fall onto the conveyor belts. And once they're on the conveyor belts, then they will fall to the lower level, which if we drop down there, I'm running out of jetpack here very rapidly. But we see that this is what the lower level looks like. So I've got the blood altar. I've got this all cleared out. This is where the spawner was before. I've cleared it out. I've moved the blood altar to the center of the platform. I've put back down the tier 2 altar. And then I have a nice little spot here that I'll be able to come and attack the feet of the mob. So I have the, if we run away here, very large box, as I said. I will cap it off here. Let's see, I should be able to just barely make it to the top. Cool. So I will cap this off, and the mob spawner will be pretty much complete. It should be fairly efficient at production. As I said, it's I'm not looking at this thing to be, you know, amazing. I just need it to spawn mobs at a fairly good rate. I may look at improving on this system in the future, but for now I think this is pretty good because it's a passive setup. I don't have to really add any power to this. I don't have to do anything in particular to make this work. So this is, in my opinion, this is a very good system, and hopefully my jetpack doesn't fail me on this. 5, 4, 3, 2, excellent. All right. Well, I'm going to go charge up my jetpack now and let mobs spawn in there. And oh, look at that, a spider. Shoot, I was kind of hoping spiders wouldn't spawn up there. I apparently did something wrong enough that spiders will spawn. The problem with spiders is that this channel is only a one block channel, but hopefully that creeper makes it my way here shortly. Bear with me for a second, and I will show you what the sacrificial knife can do. Any minute now, that creeper's going to drop in, and the conveyor belts will bring him to me. Maybe. Hopefully. Aha! Well, more things are spawning, and this time it's a skeleton. So, above the blood altar, 1 hit, dead. And from that one guy, I should have gotten a pretty reasonable amount. Ooh, there's an Enderman. 490 LP. That Enderman, dead. 650. Yes, this will work very nicely. So they're not dropping down quite as fast as I would like them to. So I may have to rework the setup up there. But they are spawning pretty good. And as you can see, actually, there's a couple of Endermen already in the system. Definitely need some work, though. They are not dropping down as quickly as I would like. So I'm going to have to play around with the config up top and try to find a more efficient system of dropping them down. Maybe I can just limit them to a single block space so they fall off of it more easily. But it's something I'll work on. For now, this is Woolrig. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next time. Take care. Bye-bye.